Revelation chapter 20, it says, verse 7, and when the 1,000 years were expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. So now, this is right after the 1,000-year millennial reign, way after the rapture, way after the return of Jesus Christ. This is after the 1,000-year millennial reign. So now he's loosed. I used to wonder why God would even let him loose if he got him trapped all up. But God gives us a light show. Watch this. Remember, you cannot touch. If Satan was to stand before you right now, magically appear. If you try to go through him, he will go right through him. He's a spirit. He has no physical body. Watch this. Shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. So now he's going out trying to regroup a whole other army. Don't look at Satan and think about that he's walking around, or he's getting on the phone, or he's using the World Wide Web, or he's using Google message talking, Hangout, or whatever. He's literally trying to repenetrate people's minds to trick them again to go out and fight this battle, which we know as the Battle of Armageddon. The Battle of Armageddon, or what we call today's time, will be World War III. World War III will take place, but we won't be here. But at the same time, it won't last long. A lot of people don't know that. Why would I say that? Look what it says. Look what it says. Verse 9. And they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about and the beloved city. And fire came down from God out of heaven and devoured them. So now, here Satan is. He's got his people together, whomever he gonna deceive, try to deceive again. But it won't be the saints, the ones who really have accepted, the ones who have accepted Jesus Christ as their Lord, the ones who went through the 1,000-year millennial reign and they confessed Jesus Christ as their Lord. Because based on what I know, there's going to be some people who do come out of the Great Tribulation and won't get their head chopped off, but they will resist Satan during the course of their time. And then the Bible says that they will sit with Jesus for 1,000 years while they're in the earth during the 1,000-year millennial reign. But the main chunk of the people the main chunk of what he's going to get is going to be demonic forces, based on what I know. God is still revealing a lot of it to me. What's this got to do with offering, doing a spiritual battle? Everything that you're reading right here is spirit. And then God himself, look what he does, cast fire down from heaven and knocked them all out, devoured them. And verse 10, and the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are. So they are already cast over in them, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. So if Satan get through past one ever, he still got to go through another ever to even get out. He's already been defeated. There is no more spiritual battle with Satan. It's done. It's finished. So now, go all the way back over to the book of Joel, and God is preparing them to get ready and fight a battle that he has already won. Now, it had to walk out. They had to walk this out, just like you do. You have to walk out this spiritual battle. But as you give, you're being obedient to God. God is taking your offering, God is taking your tithe, and he is making grace be abound toward you. Oh, goodness gracious. I hope y'all need to hear me. In the book of Joel, go to Joel chapter 3. Go ahead. Okay, y'all go back to Joel chapter 3. You're there already. Look what it says. He says in verse 9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Why would he go ahead and say, wake up the mighty men? They're resting. They ain't got no, they already know that the battle is already won. Why? God is no, if God be for me, who can be against me? Oh, goodness gracious, this is good to me, tough, Lord. Let all the men of war draw near. Draw near what? Let them come up. Come up where? To God. Come up. Look at verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Wow. Wow. Look at verse 13. You go from 12 to 13, and then look what it says in 13. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. The harvest is already been supplied for us. Oh man, you all need to get this. You need to get this. It's already there. The supply is already there for us. You notice how we say, my God shall supply. God revealed this to me last night. God don't have to make deposits into his account to supply your need. His account is always on tilt. It's always overflowing. He don't have to go to work and make deposits to help supply nobody's need. It's already met. All he's required for you to do is obey. And the need to be supplied. Oh, glory to God, man. If you pay the tithe, God says, test me. I will pour out the windows. I will open the windows of heaven and pour out you an empowerment to prosper, so that you'll be able to be successful while you're in the earth. I'll pour you out different things that you could think about. I'll pour it out to you. All I require for you to do is obey. If you go ahead and give an offering outside of your tithe, God says, I'll increase it. Why? Because he already is the increase. He already is. He is never, God is never, ever in a situation to where he's trying to figure out how to get stuff met. It's already met. So, with that being said, I can freely, with my check, I can freely pay the tithe. I ain't got to be concerned about the other bills. I ain't got to be concerned about how am I going to do this. God says obey, and God says he'll supply. I'll use my faith. I'll call those things that be not as though they were. He'll pour me out different things that I need to say out of my mouth. And then as I obey, the Lord, as I obey, he'll multiply. Look what he says. Verse 13 again. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Right. Come, get you down, for the press is what? Full. It's full. No matter how much we try to go in and withdraw from God's account, it just supernaturally refills. Why? Because he owns it all. It's never what God is on a half of a tank of gas. It's always full. It's always full. Always. So with that being said, note he says, come to get you down, for the press is full. The vats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Oh. Why would he go right on off into wickedness now? What is wickedness? Wickedness is twisting what God has said and trying to fit it to your life. Well, God, you said that if I pay the tithe, you'll pour me out an invention, or you pour me out information, a blessing. So where's my blessing? So we're looking at the blessing as a car. We're looking at the blessing as a house. We're looking at the blessing as financial increase. That ain't the blessing. Those will follow if you go do what he told you to do. That's how I'm here. That's the only reason why God told me to move to Florida. Go. I need you to go to Florida and preach. Go. Go. What you waiting on? All right, let's go. Have everybody up. Let's go. Get you out of here. I'm almost like Abraham. Abraham, get out of this country. I'm working with you here, but I need to work with you better, or I can work with you better over there. So I can teach you these things, so you can go get some experience with me. Abraham left his country, and he lived in tents, dwelled in different places, and then so supernaturally, over the time frame, God just started increasing Abraham. Glory to God. Last verse, look what it says. The wickedness. Why the wickedness is great? Why was the wickedness and great? Because they didn't believe God. That's why he said multitudes in the valley of decision. But the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. You got to make your mind up. God's account is always full. And all I have to do is trust him and obey him with my offering, obey him with my tithe. Don't be worried about nothing else. And the world will call you foolish. You a fool for giving your money to that doggone church. You a fool for stepping out there doing that. Who you think you is? That's not the way it's supposed to. Now you know you got common sense. You need to take your money and go pay that light bill. I'm giving my money to God. Because the money that's money right there. Oh Lord, I say that, Lord. If you take the time to disregard God in the small things, if you do that, when it's time to try to swallow a camel, you won't be able to do it. God said, bring the tithe here. It might be a $30 tithe. It might be a $20 tithe. But what about my lunch money? Fast. Some of us need to fast 1 or 2 meals anyway. Get our blood pressure down. We need to drop a few pounds here and there. If you disobey God here, when it's time to actually really meet the need, you won't go to God. You're going to go to some financial credit institution. And I ain't going to jack you up 30% interest. And now you're in the paying on that for 6 years. Just so that you can pay on the light bill here. No, I trust God. I trust God. So if I give it, God says, my account is always full. So when you're doing this spiritual battle, the battle's already won. You don't have to fight it. It's offering time. Yay! Glory to God. God is so good. He is so good. He is so good. If you all are out there and you want to sow your seeds here at New Life Christian Center, do not send cash in the mail. Send money in the mail through money orders, checks, cashier's checks, stuff like that. But do not send cash in the mail. Our address is always on our webpage. Look it up. Look us up. It's just in case if you don't see it on there, but you should be able to. 9825 Lamatton Drive. Make the checks out to New Light Christian Center. If you do not have a church home, we'll be more than happy to receive your tithe here until you do find your church home. Make New Light Christian Center your church home. God is doing some great and awesome things here. So if anybody you want to do that, come on, join us. We love to have you here as well. But we're going to prepare for our offering time here, and then God is with you. God says in His Word, if you pay your tithes and you give your offerings here in this place, in New Life Christian Center, God is making all grace abound toward you in every good work. He's making grace abound toward you. Praise be to God. He shall supply your needs according to His riches and glory, because you have communicated with this ministry concerning giving and receiving. Praise be to God. I love you all. I'll see y'all in a minute.